we serious here? Seriously? That's where we supposed to be going? Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown.
Brown. Okay, so it looks like Stephen A. Smith has responded to Kwame Brown after being called out over the Jaylen Brown situation. Kwame Brown dropped a video breaking down how Stephen A. Smith allegedly went at Jaylen Brown and even claimed that he basically threatened him, saying that,
but in the end, Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level? You understand? Locker room? How the organization might think about you? How the city may feel about you? How Jason Tatum may or may not have feel about you? Sneaker deals, endorsement deals, the list goes on and on. The season is over, bro. You on Twitch, trying to do what I do, and talking about me needing to step away. It makes no sense.
So when I made that video, Kwame had reacted to it, and this is what Kwame Brown had to say while calling out Stephen A. Smith. Let's check out this clip right here.
He be crying, Kwame be doing this. I said this was Stephen A.'s job. And I want you to pay attention to what he admits that he can do. This guy openly admitted, do you want me? This is supposed to be just a basketball journalist. He's just supposed to be reporting on the game. His job shouldn't be that significant, right? Stephen A. is harmless. He's just focusing on X's and O's in basketball, the game he knows and loves, that he couldn't play with a damn. But he says in this video everything and how systematically he tear down players' contracts. And he's always a friend to white folk, but he's always aggressive towards black folk. Every time a black male athlete, a black person, period, says something to Stephen A., they're met with a threat on First Take, and then now he goes over to his own channel and do a whole segment on him. But Stephen A. Smith, how did you get so much power that you can get the team and everybody to go against Jaylen Brown, shoe deals and everything like that? He's going to openly admit this on airway. Thank you, Stephen A. Smith. You just vindicated me. All this Kwame is just mad about his basketball career. I feel sorry for him. Don't feel sorry for me. First of all, there's a God up above who I serve that's watching over me. You should know that, dummy.
So that's what Brown said, man. The full video is up on his YouTube channel if you want to go check it out. But Stephen A. Smith ended up responding on his podcast, Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Smith. And I want to break down what Stephen A. had to say, where he called out Kwame and basically said Kwame should stop mentioning him. He also issued what seemed like a sort of backhanded apology while still taking shots at Kwame in his response. So I'm going to highlight everything, then come back with some more commentary. Guys, here's the video, and if you can, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps support the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my exasperation with Kwame Brown comes from one place. And I'm going to say something that I don't think I've ever said on public airwaves. Maybe I've said it once or twice before, I don't remember, but I know it's rare because I feel this. My exasperation comes from guilt. Kwame Brown hates me. He truly does. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. When Kwame Brown was playing, and I had to critique him, I swear to you on everything I love, I had no idea that it would be a meme that stretched through 18 years, at least. I had no idea. Had I known that, ladies and gentlemen, I would have never done it. It's hard for me because I feel guilty. But it's also hard for me because that guilt that I feel, under no circumstances was I lying. Ladies and gentlemen, he is absolutely right. According to NBA standards, I couldn't play worth a damn. I was a street baller. I got a basketball scholarship. I cracked my kneecap, and after this, what it is. I don't want y'all to choke or suffocate on your laughter when I ask this question. Is Kwame Brown somebody that needs to be talking about people who couldn't play? Are we serious here? Seriously? That's where we supposed to be going? Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown. I'm going to dial it back because I want to be nice. Right here on the camera, I'm going to say it again. Kwame Brown, I am sorry for whatever pain, agony, or emotional distress I have caused you. Never on my worst day do I want to be responsible for doing that to any human being. I never meant for that to happen. Never. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't go any further than where I just went. But we've all seen the videos. We've all seen the memes. We know where I stand when it comes to you and your playing ability. I never said anything else about Kwame Brown. But evidently he is so hurt, so profoundly impacted by my words that he simply can't get enough of me. I understand. So we'll live in that truth and move forward with me addressing his points this way. Number one, I'm supposed to be a basketball journalist. False. I'm a journalist and a columnist and a pundit and a commentator, a best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author. And come September, I'm about to be inducted into the Broadcast Hall of Fame.
So that's Stephen A. Smith responding back to Kwame Brown after Kwame called him out over the Jaylen Brown situation. And yeah, man, like I said, Stephen A. basically dropped what a lot of people are calling a fake apology, but at the same time, he's saying that if he could turn back time, he wouldn't have done it. But a lot of people don't really buy that. Because when Kwame Brown first went viral and started speaking out against him, Stephen A. had the chance to just address it directly and maybe clear the air. Instead, he kind of waited, and once it gained traction, he went on ESPN and started highlighting Kwame Brown publicly. That was really his first major response to the situation. And this isn't something new either. He's had similar back and forths with other players who've called him out, like with Lonzo Ball, when Lonzo said his reporting wasn't accurate and he could still get around fine. Stephen A. responded on TV and doubled down on his original take. Then later on his podcast, he even came across like he was ready to expose more details, basically implying he could bring up doctors and injuries and put everything out there.
Please tell me who your sources are. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta stop yapping. And I actually like you, man. I don't even know you like that, but I like you. I'm coming back, man. Come on.
You really gonna sit poolside on the bench and think because you getting up and sitting down and getting up and sitting down that makes you healthy? Does that have anything to do with running up and down a damn court for 30, 35 minutes a night? Come on, bro. Come on now. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, really? And then you got these idiotic trolls all over social media, and of course, you know, these websites, the Bleacher Report and others. Oh, he really tore into Stephen A. Don't you have the stats? Don't you know how many games he's missed? Hey guys, don't y'all see me walking all the time? Don't you see me running around in here when I gotta run from one room to another? Okay, I've had a cracked patella. I still got a 6-inch screw in my knee. If I go on a basketball court and I play for 20 or 30 minutes, I gotta ice my damn knee and I don't feel like playing for another month. Does that mean that I'm healthy? Really? don't let me get all up on in y'all, okay? Stop the nonsense. Now, maybe you can get up and get down. Maybe somebody exaggerate, all right, you know, or you can stand up and sit down. Bro, you ain't healthy. That's applicable to trolls. It's applicable to colleagues and contemporaries. It's applicable to players, coaches, general managers, and other executives, even owners. Look, you got to come at me. You got to be ready. Because you know at any given moment, even though I don't always choose to do so, I love the power that I have to reach out and touch somebody anytime I want to. I want to be clear about that. And I want to be clear about the fact that he had every right to come at me the way that he did. It's just that you got to be careful sometimes, bro. Sit your ass down. Come on, bro. You don't exactly have a strong case to argue with me on this. Do you want me to give the names of your doctors and the surgeries that you have had? I'm not gonna do that.
So it's like, come on, bro. We're really seeing the pattern at this point, and people feel like he just needs to stand on what he says. Every time someone calls him out, it feels like he shifts into a high road response, drops a type of apology, or tries to reframe the whole situation instead of directly addressing what he was originally called out for. Like Kwame Brown was pointing out in his video, if you're supposed to be a journalist and covering the game, why are you getting into it with Jaylen Brown in a way that comes off as threatening? And that's the part Kwame is saying Stephen A. didn't really address head on. Instead, he shifts the conversation and comes back with something like, "I'm sorry, Kwame, I didn't mean to cause you emotional distress," and all that. It feels like he keeps moving the goalposts, but at the same time, people feel like they've already seen this pattern before. His digital footprint is there. Anyone can go back and see how he responds when players call him out. He often claps back directly, sometimes strongly, and it usually escalates into back and forth exchanges rather than calm breakdowns. And that's why some people say it always turns into subtle warnings or pressure, like, "Don't make me bring this up," or "Should I start reporting this?" or pointing out personal situations they didn't previously talk about. So instead of just staying neutral, it can feel like things get more personal. So I want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.